What's up, dude? Hey, man. This is kind of what I've been looking at yesterday and today for comps. So I'm just going to quickly go through this. I'll send this over along with just a quick CMA of just some of these properties. You can take a closer look. So here's this property, 1410 Donwalter. I have this down at 2,408 square feet just because it said online that one side is 1,200, so I just multiplied that by two. 6 bedroom, 3 bath. Current interest rate right now is 7.2%. So these are the closed properties of the multifamily that is close to Donwalter. The subject property is like right here, and all the ones that I thought were good comps are like right here. All the ones with similar bed and bathroom. Some are a little bit more square footage. So we found some good ones. So this is just Worthington School District. So all of these fall within the Worthington School District. And again, if I'm thinking about a 6 bedroom, the reason why some of these are going so high is because it's mostly families who don't have enough money to, in my opinion, get into the school district, because it's not going to be like an old family because it's 3 bedroom. It's mostly going to be a family who wants to get into Worthington schools and have enough bedrooms for the kids. So McCord Middle School, just from my experience with education, is like one of the best middle schools in the state of Ohio. And so is Kilbourne. So active properties right now, there's only 3. None of them are really good comps. All this is within Worthington. And I didn't really use a whole lot of those, but just not a whole lot on the market. And let's go into our first closed property. This sold for $570. It's a 2-unit, 3-bedroom duplex, 2.5 bath. It sold in March. And only 5 days on the market. Square footage is undefined. It looks larger. Interest rate at the time was 7.08%. I'll send this over so you can kind of look at it. Again, it seemed like a pretty decent house. There wasn't a ton of pictures on this one that I found. And then on all of these, by the way, I'll show you a map, how close they are to the subject property, almost a stone throw away from Donwalter. But they're on the opposite side of 270. Second one right next to that is 1700 High Water Tower. This one sold for $495. Again, very similar comps. Square footage was a lot higher. This sold in March 1st. Interest rate at the time was 5.9%. And again, this one on the inside wasn't super great. They did have some inside pictures. And again, all of these properties that we saw were just really close to where the subject property was, just on the opposite side of 270. Another 2-unit, 3-bathroom. This I thought was, given the square footage, is really probably your best comp, because it was in March and it was, a lot closer with square footage. Again, this was another one where the inside didn't look great. You can look it up on Zillow and just kind of look some pictures. Just kind of messy. I think it had some current tenants in there. All of these, I believe, were being sold as is. Again, just really close. And then I put this one on there. This was just kind of an outlier, where this one went for $550. Again, the square footage was much better, but just went for really high. And each of these units was only 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. But the inside was very nice. This days on market was only 6. And this sold in February. Well, it was under contract. It didn't say when it sold, but it was in contract in February. And again, super close. So I know the RPR had your property at like $526,000. I don't think that's a bad bet. I don't know the scenario with you when it comes to, are you looking for like a buyout? If you were to get a buyout, do you have to sell one side of it? I don't know. I would be curious to look at cost to rent. The ones that I saw that's not in here, man, I'm right around lowballing it. One of these sides, I had it around $2,000. You could probably stretch to maybe even $2,100 given the location per month. And if I have some more time, I only have about 5 minutes on this, but The property I sold that was it looked, I'm not kidding you, almost exactly like this. I sold this in Hilliard, and we sold that last year for 440,000. Not as good a location, and they were renting it out for only like I think 1,700 for each side. So I did some quick math just to see like what percentage they would get for each month for their mortgage, and it was way under 1%. I know that's 1% is kind of the gold standard, but it was like at 0.6%, 0.64% is what people are willing to buy it for. Of course, this was last year, but I have this property, man. I don't think this. I think this would go for over a half million. I think it would, but if you want to be conservative, I would say just below half a million, maybe 495. But but yeah, man. Hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions, dude.